Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dwyer Stadium as after a day off, the Batavia Muckdogs return to action today for an out-of-league contest versus the Syracuse Saltcats. My name is Nikita Lohman. I'll be taking you through this one this evening. The Muckdogs, as Skip Martinez put it in the closing stages of their last game on Tuesday. These are the cardiac kids. They've had a knack for coming back all season, and it's made for some absolutely incredible baseball to watch. It's been cinema on display here about halfway through the season. They sit at 12-7. A big win on Tuesday, another big game tomorrow as part of a big weekend, as the Muckdogs will take on the Double Days again, first time on the road tomorrow, after they stole their hearts and shocked teams. They made waves around the PGCBL with a comeback victory in the bottom of the ninth inning. Today, things ease up a little more, a bit more of a relaxed ball game as the Muckdogs take on the Syracuse Saltcats in an out-of-league game. We thank you so much for tuning in this evening. And when I say a little more relaxed, you'll understand why when you see the lineup. It's going to be a ton of fun. To give you a hint, all I'm saying is there is a coach in the Muckdog lineup tonight. One thing that jumps out is Saltcats have some nice jerseys. A good squad. They're not here to mess around. They've played against some other teams in the PGCBL, and they've taken care of business. In fact, they blew out the Auburn Double Days not too long ago. But again, a reminder, so this is an out-of-league game, so that means it's going to be 7 innings, and this does not count. The stats don't count, and the win-loss record is not affected by today's contest. But again, it's going to be a ton of fun to watch, Muckdog fans, as it's Bark in the Park night here. I see some beautiful dogs all around the stadium. Dewey down there on the field had the day off on Sunday with the crazy heat. Excuse me, Tuesday. I got my days mixed up. Tuesday, Dewey had the day off, but Dewey's back out there. As today, it's like the climate has flipped on its head. We went from extreme heat and sun. Today, gray skies. I had to guess. I have not actually looked at the temperature in the last few hours, but we're below 70 degrees at 68. So, should be a fun one in store tonight. I thank you so much for tuning in. We'll step away for just a moment, but we'll have the national anthem, lineups, first pitch, and baseball when we return. We return now, or a performance of the national anthem. We return now with the Batavia Muckdog lineup this evening as we are just about ready to get underway. We've got a ceremonial first pitch, and then it's time for Muckdog baseball on the mound tonight. It'll be Bryson Berry. Giving you the lineup early so we can show off the positional alignment. There's some differences for sure in the lineup today. Leading off, it's the designated hitter, Sean Mindas. A great sight to see Mindas back in the lineup. This is his first game in nearly 3 weeks. Got injured in game 1 of the doubleheader versus the Ironbacks. The numbers on the season are terrific for Mindas, so a nice landing spot for him in the out-of-league game today. He'll lead off, batting second, playing second base. It's Kanta Ueno. James Bolton, we mentioned it a few days ago on the broadcast. Bolton, after getting some extra work as a first baseman, is starting a game there tonight. That'll be something to track, see how he looks out there. Could potentially be a spot we see him for the rest of the summer if he continues to swing it well. In center field, here he is. The Muckdogs hitting coach, Khalid Cox, is the cleanup man, the Tully's hitman of the game, and he mans center field. Batting fifth and playing right, it's Jacob Vesco. Luke Dodonna is the extra hitter. Batting sixth, Cole Taylor, the pitcher, is man in the hot corner today. How about that? Pitched 2 strong innings versus the Americans on Sunday. Now, a third baseman, Blake Ewing, who you'll normally see at first base, moves out to left field today. He'll bat eighth. Cameron Koppel at shortstop, he'll bat ninth. First time we've seen him there. And Riley Culver, not an official part of the Muckdogs team, but he did play against the Muckdogs for the Buffalo Diesel a few weeks ago. Tonight, he's behind the plate as Bryson Berry takes the mound. Here are the numbers on the season. Berry making his 3rd appearance. Looking to provide some innings. You know, the Muckdogs play again tomorrow. In fact, for the rest of the weekend, they play today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. And then they've got off Monday. So not quite the same crazy streak of games. It'll be a little more calmed down at this point before things really, really ramp up as the Muckdogs have 2 days off in the month of July. Yes, 2 days off before the end of the regular season. After their next day, which is June 30th. So They're really going to have to find ways to save bullets, as we've already been talking about down the stretch here. Let's give you a little bit of a look at the Salt Cats, who are off to a strong start on the season. They are a more than formidable opponent at 13-7, so you may see sort of a more relaxed, different Muckdog lineup, but the Salt Cats are not to be messed with, as they have the second best win percentage in the entire New York Collegiate Baseball League. Bryson Berry is ready, done with his warm-up tosses. Coming to the plate, it's Isaac Brozon. Brozon is starting at second base this evening. Berry gets set. He kicks and fires. First pitch is high, and we are underway this evening. First pitch temperature at 68 degrees. Brozon grounds that one to shortstop. Let's see Koppel. He fields, throws to first in time. First rep at short for Koppel, first rep at first for James Bolton. It works out for both of them, and a ground out opens up the ball game. With one away, the next man to come to the plate is Danny Rogers. Rogers takes that for a ball. On the season, hitting .298. The numbers are strong. A .370 on base, a .383 slug. He attends Salve Regina University, which is a common trend with this Syracuse lineup. Salve Regina, for anyone who may not know, one of the best Division III programs in the country. Apologies. The 0 on the screen. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes, the count on Rogers. He's in left field tonight. The 1-2 pitch on its way. That one misses low, and it evens the count at 2s. Berry has been off the mound for a while, so nice to see him getting some reps out there. The Batavia kid. You know, it's so nice to have the locals playing because people love the Muckdogs. It means a lot to take this mound. That one misses inside for ball 4. So Danny Rogers is the first base runner of the day as he draws a walk. And with one down, it'll be John Gonzalez Perez. Perez on the summer so far hitting .167, but he had a .336 average in his first season at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore this season. It was his first year out of JUCO after transferring from Onondaga Community College. Him and Tyler Campbell actually on deck. Those two both previously attended Onondaga Community College. That's a trend. A lot of guys from the same few schools on the Syracuse squad, which has won a whole lot more than it's lost in the early going, as the runner goes for second and then puts on the brakes. Gonzalez Perez flash bunt pulled back and takes ball 2. Gonzalez Perez is at first base, and I gotta say, I really am a fan of these jerseys for the Salt Cats. The 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Berry went to the heater and threw a beauty to get back into the count. 2 balls and a strike the count. Now the runner goes. Fouled back again. They always say that the ball, it finds you. It finds a way to get to you when you're maybe in a position you're not quite used to. Cameron Koppel at shortstop was tested immediately. James Bolton at first as well. Now, they're trying to test out the arm of Riley Culver, but so far no chance. Barry with the spin throw over to first base. But Rogers back in time. He's got 6 stolen bags on the summer. So a guy with some wheels, understandable why they're paying him this attention. We've already seen him take off twice. So here's the 2-2. Blooped to shortstop. Koppel takes a few steps over and makes the catch for out number 2. So a strong start for Bryson Berry, as he'll face now Tyler Campbell. Campbell, a teammate of Cooper Romick's at Lemoyne College, as I previously mentioned during Gonzalez Perez's AB, a transfer from Onondaga Community College. He had an .817 OPS this season as a junior. On the summer, runner goes for second. The throw down is not made by Culver. So it's a stolen bag for Danny Rogers. And a man in scoring position with 2 down now. The pitch was ruled a strike. Nice heater from Barry. A reminder, fans, that this one is a 7-inning contest. I see some action in the Muckdog bullpen already, as here comes the 0-1. That breaking ball clips the outside corner for strike 2. Oh, and 2, pitch on its way. Fly ball into right center field. Khalid Cox drifting over, coming in. He makes the catch. So the hitting coach back out on the field is tested in the first inning and makes good on the attempt. So it's a scoreless first inning for Bryson Berry. We kick it now to the bottom of the first inning. This game tied at 0 with the Muckdogs coming to bat. The Batavia Muckdogs could not operate without our sponsors. While we have a moment, I'd like to shine a light on some of the incredible sponsors which power Muckdogs baseball. A huge thank you to Alex's Place, Batavia Downs, Bourbon and Burger, Brighton Security, Bully Hill, Casella Waste, Dave's Ice Cream, Eli Fish Brewing, Ficarella's Pizza, Genesee Community College, Genesee Lumber, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Max Pie's Furniture, Oakwood Hills, Skyworks, Tompkins Bank, Turnbull Heating and Air, Tully's, UR Wilmot, Rochester Regional Health, Wright Beverage, Zoom Fitness, Allegheny Farm Services, Arc of Genesee Orleans, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Foot Care Center, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Bright Path Kids, Burger King, Salino Plumbing, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Eagle Star Housing, Easttown Beverage, Ever Dry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Farrell Gas, Frank's Call, Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxick, Geico, Genesee County Chamber, Glow Regional Waste, Go Health, Graham Corporation, Healthy Families Wyoming, and Genesee Partnership, Horizon Health Services, HP Hood, ICAC, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Land Pro, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang & Sons, M Power Agency, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Myers RV, Mogaveros Automotive, National Guard, the New York State School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Awatka Milk Products, Overheard Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, Perry Veterinary Clinic, Stans Harley-Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, TVFCU, and the United States Gypsum Company. Those are all of our sponsors. We thank you dearly for your support of the Batavia Muckdogs. Starting on the bump for the Sulcats tonight, it will be a right-hander in Ryan Klementowski. Klementowski making his third start of the summer, a Syracuse native. He just finished his redshirt freshman season at St. Bonaventure. He's got a 13.5 ERA, over 4.2 innings pitched. It's great to see Sean Mindas in the box. Let's take a look at his numbers on the season. This is just his 7th game, as he was in the lineup every day. But with the injury, which forced him to miss 18 days, he missed some time. But as you can see, a 450 average, a 522 on base percentage. Also was near the top of the squad in RBIs when he went down with the injury. Skip Martinez and the whole locker room, the coaching staff, glad to see him back in the lineup. This is a nice day to get his feet wet, sort of give him some reps. 7 innings, so a little less time on his feet. Also the designated hitter. He's ahead 2 balls and a strike now. There's a line drive. Deep fly ball into right center field. That one is caught. Nice job running it down by Mayhew. Mike Mayhew showing off the range. Sean Mindas in his first AB put some good wood on the ball, but that is out number 1, as Kanta Ueno will come to the plate now. Ueno playing in his 12th game. This one will not count, so tomorrow you'll still see 11 games. This does not count on the official stat line. First pitch from Klementowski misses for ball 1. One thing that you can pretty much bank on when Kanta Ueno comes to the plate is he's going to be aggressive and he's going to put the ball in play. Just 4 strikeouts on the season. And he likes to swing. He hits the ball on the ground. He's a speedy guy, and what that has caused a ton of in the early season is chaos and reached on errors. See, he swings and misses through that one. The count now 2-1. Contact in this league is ever so valuable because these are very talented athletes, but the only place that balls in play are pretty much guaranteed outs is in the pros. As that one grounded up the middle. Fielded cleanly, the throw to first is in time for out number 2. So Ueno does indeed make contact. Hits it pretty well, ground ball up the middle, but that is out number 2 as the shortstop, Iman Giblin, fielded it cleanly, made a nice throw to first. Here is, for the first time this season, the first baseman, James Bolton. Bolton, the main thing that stands out, a 444 on base percentage on the season. He's been heating up as of late. A few big games come to mind. The game versus the Ironbacks, for one. Got on base, went 1 for 3 yesterday. Had a base hit, was eventually pinch ran for by Luke Dodonna. And the Muckdogs come from behind victory last night. 2 days ago, I should say. Not used to a day without a ball game, as that heater from Klementowski is outside, and Bolton will jump ahead in the count. The 2-1 is fouled back, so the count even at 2s. Klementowski a pitch away from a 1-2-3 first inning here in tonight's 7th inning out of league contest. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the slider. Klementowski sits down Bolton and tosses a 1-2-3 inning. They trade 1-2-3s, scoreless innings. And after an inning of play, it's 0-0. We're going to the second frame here in tonight's 7-inning contest.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
We return now for inning number 2. First inning came and went pretty quick. Bryston Berry did a good job. Back on now for the second. I mentioned in the first there was some action in the bullpen. Don't have the vantage point on who exactly that is warming up. I believe actually that is Walker Glacier, probably just getting some work out in the pen. I do not expect him to come into this game today, as he's penciled in to start in a few days. A ball and no strikes the count. That one misses. So the count now 2-0 on Mike Mayhew. You saw Mayhew in the bottom half of the first inning, tracking down a fly ball into the gap from Sean Mindas. There's a fly ball into left. Coming in on it and making the catch is Blake Ewing. So, the guys that have been playing kind of out of position this evening have been getting the action early. Ewing got a pretty good jump on that one and records the putout for out number 1. As Lucas Orlovitz will come to the plate. Orlovitz attends my school, some representation of Ithaca College out on the diamond. I can tell you that in his time when he's not playing, he's doing exactly what I'm doing right now, broadcasting. A very talented broadcaster of his own. Has not recorded an out on the season. He's 5 for 5 on the season. No balls and a strike the count on him here, though. That breaking ball misses high. Anytime I see that Ithaca College tag come up, it's like, hey, catches the eye, especially with someone like Orlovitz, who passionate about a lot of the same things that I am. I heard from the Syracuse broadcasters that Orlovitz actually this summer has spent time broadcasting for the Saltcats. So when they need him down on the field, to bring him down. But he spends his time up in the booth. And right here, he's up in the count, 3 balls and a strike. Looking to maintain a 1,000 on-base percentage, and he will. He takes that heater low and outside for ball 4. Jackson Grant, the extra hitter, comes to the plate now. Grant from Newark, Delaware. Don't see a ton of guys from Delaware. He just finished his freshman season at East Stroudsburg University. Did not play in his first season. He takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Grant on the season is batting .219, a .366 on base percentage, and a .250 slug. 8 walks to 5 strikeouts. Pretty good ratio right there. That one just misses a touch outside from Barry. Just looking out, it's funny to see the contrast. Bryson Berry on the mound, Kanta Ueno at second base. They both got full sleeves on. A few days ago, if you saw a guy out there on the field with full sleeves, you would have thought he's crazy or I don't know what else. Today, though, as I mentioned, the sun not shining. It's, I don't want to say chilly, but definitely a cooler day. So the switch up in temperature as here comes the 3-1. That one tapped back to Barry. He'll throw to second. Koppel catches for one. On to first. Double play. A strong throw from the pitcher, Koppel. The pitcher playing shortstop shows off the gun. And the 1-6-3 double play ends the second inning. No runners left on base. No runs. We're scoreless heading to the bottom of the second. Muckdog fans, let's take a look at your Batavia upcoming schedule. Tomorrow, the Muckdogs have a rematch versus Auburn after last night's, I keep saying last night, Tuesday night's thriller. So they'll be on the road tomorrow, but Saturday, I said it for anyone who is tuned in. I asked around, I did a poll. Everyone could use a free t-shirt, so you at home listening, yes, you could use a free Muckdog t-shirt. It's very versatile. It'll be very valuable to have. And what'll be more valuable than just the t-shirt alone is the incredible family, fun, wholesome experience you'll have at Dwyer Stadium with high-quality baseball on display as the Muckdogs and the Pioneers in a heated race right now. The two teams separated by just a half game in the standings. That's Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Sunday, the Muckdogs go back up to Canada. They play a doubleheader against the Ironbacks. And then on the first day of July, the Muckdogs have Canadian Dollar Night. Some discounts will be had as they take on the Buffalo Diesel for the second time this season. That one at 6:30 p.m. For tickets, please call 585-524-2260. That is 585-524-2260. Leading off, this is personally one of the at-bats that I'm most excited for this evening. It's Khalid Cox. Cox, normally the hitting coach. He played in the PGCBL back in the 2010s, played for the Utica Blue Sox under Skip Martinez in 2018. Also played some independent ball after his collegiate days. As he swings and grounds the first pitch he sees foul. You got to think that if he doesn't get a hit or if he swings and pulls out, his head flies out, he's going to get a little bit of crap from that Muckdog dugout, all jokingly, of course. There he swings and misses through a pitch in the dirt, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes, the pitch on its way. He leaves it outside, still in the AB, the count 1-2. Klementowski will kick and fire. That one misses outside again, so the hitting coach in the box trying to put his teachings on display for the rest of the guys. Quickly went down 0-2, but has battled back. That one grounded out to second base, fielded cleanly. The throw to first is in time. So Cox is set down for the first out at bottom of the second frame. You got to believe he's pretty happy that he was able to make contact there. You know he didn't want to hear his guys talking, saying, hey, what was that? I imagine they'll still maybe chirp him a little bit, all jokingly. But you know, the critics would have been much louder if he'd swung and missed for strike 3, as Jacob Vesco digs into the box and takes a breaking ball for strike 1. That one taken outside to even the count at 1 apiece. Vesco did not play yesterday. Did not start the game, but did come in to play left field after Brian Fry was tossed. Those are his numbers on the season. This is his 16th game as he swings and misses through strike 2. There is a fly ball into center field. Taking a few steps back, making the catch is Campbell for out number 2. Luke Dodonna will now dig in. Dodonna, the extra hitter tonight. He played a huge part bearing down off the bench. A lot of props for the way he came up in a huge spot. Bottom of the 9th, leadoff man. He quickly fell behind in the count, but battled back, drew a walk, came around to score en route to the Muckdog victory. (1-0). Popped up first base side. It looks like it'll stay in. Calling for it and making the catch is the catcher Falgren as he falls to his knees. That is another 1-2-3 inning. Klementalski doing his job on the mound as we head to the 3rd inning. This one is still scoreless.
Hi, what can I get for you? One Muckdog ale, please.
Oh, that sounds good.
Here you go.
Hey, you know what? Let me get one of those too.
Hey,
Thank you, good sir.
what is this Muckdog Ale?
Oh, it's actually the official beer of the Batavia Muckdogs, brewed by yours truly, Eli Fish. Come down, stop by, and get yourself some drinks, some food, awesome stuff at 109 Main Street.
The 3rd inning opens up. Bryston Berry Still on the bump. It's the designated hitter, Matt Gagno. Gagno this season was fantastic. As a junior at Vermont State University, posted a .939 OPS, a utility man, which in my head previously meant a guy who can play a bunch of different positions on the field, but generally in the collegiate league ranks, a utility man is a guy who can pitch and hit. So Gagno, beyond his success at the plate, also can get on the mound, something that in the coming years I am really looking forward to seeing how many guys both hit and pitch going to the major league level with the influence of Shohei Ohtani. Of course, extremely difficult. There's a reason no one did it before him, as that's a hot shot down the left field line. It's a base hit. Ewing Fields, nice effort over there from Taylor, but just couldn't quite get the glove up high enough. So the first base hit of the ball game belongs to Gagno, as Iman Giblin will come to the plate. Giblin, a Syracuse native. He just graduated from high school. He is committed to St. Bonaventure, another guy who can both pitch and hit. That heater paints the outside corner for strike one. That one just misses a touch outside to even the count at once. Gagno, 222 across the board. No walks, no hit by pitches, no extra base hits. So just his 222 average carried on to on-base percentage and slug. He's got 3 strikeouts to his name, has not stolen a bag. Looking to avoid the 4th K of the summer here, as he's behind 1-2. With Gagno leading off of first base. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball low. Barry gets him to bite for out number 1. Gavin Falgren will come to the plate. Falgren attends John Carroll University this summer. Has not had a ton of success getting base knocks, but 5 walks to 6 strikeouts. So that one gets by Culver. Gagno will advance to second base on the wild pitch. So the first runner in scoring position of the night from either side. It's actually not true. Rogers still second back in the first inning, but nothing came up of it. It really has not felt like there's been any sort of threat at any point in this one. Still early, albeit. Two balls and no strikes to count, as Culver and Barry will have a meeting on the mound. Barry delivers home on 2-0. That one misses high. Falgren, the 10th hitter in the lineup. Very well. May draw a base on balls with the leadoff man, Brazan, on deck. There's a strike. Heater paints the outside. Barry has really been living there when he's needed a strike in the early going. Here comes the 3-1. That one misses low for ball 4. So 2 runners on with one away here in the third as the lineup flips over. Isaac Brozon, the Aurora, New York native, grounded out his first time to the dish, as there will be a meeting on the mound. It'll be Gavin Chandler. Chandler, the left-handed starter, who his teammates lovingly refer to as Bama. He's the pitching coach here today. Switching guys around, putting them all in different spots. Always fun to watch. Let's see if his words of encouragement help Barry out there. He had a brief laugh with the umpire as he came off the mound and walks back towards his dugout. Brozon has 2 ribbies on the season. A golden chance for number 3 right here. First pitch swung on, fouled away. First base side, Bolton charging after it. He makes the catch well out there along that dirt. So James Bolton, not used to playing first base. Nice little play right there as Brozon hit it high enough in the air that he could run down. He had quite a bit of ground to cover, but beat the ball to the spot, made the catch for out number 2. Luca and myself have discussed throughout the season, every time we go to a new park, the foul ground comparison. There's definitely some room in foul territory here at Dwyer Stadium, but not a whole lot compared to some of the other places in the PGCBL. You don't really see a lot of balls. In fact, I think that's the farthest foul hit baseball that we've seen caught so far this summer. If I'm blanking on an obvious play, make sure to fill me in. But to my knowledge, from what I can remember, there really hasn't been a whole lot of circumstances like that, as that backdoor breaking ball just missed outside to Danny Rogers. That one now misses inside. The count now 2 balls and a strike. We're glad to have you tuning into this broadcast as the Muckdogs take on the Syracuse Saltcats. There's a fly ball into center field. Khalid Cox is there. He makes the catch for out number 3. So Bryson Berry gives up his first hit of the ball game, leaves 2 runners left on base as he tosses his 3rd scoreless frame of the night. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Muckdogs the Muckdogs coming to bat in a 0-0 tie. Just a reminder, fans, that the Batavia Muckdogs could not operate without our wonderful sponsors. While we have the moment, I'd like to shine a light on I'll throw all of our incredible sponsors which power Muckdogs baseball. Let's give them all some love. A huge thank you to Alex's Place, Batavia Downs, Bourbon and Burger, Brighton Security, Bully Hill, Casella Waste, Dave's Ice Cream, Eli Fish Brewing, Ficarella's Pizza, Genesee Community College, Genesee Lumber, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Max Pies Furniture, Oakwood Hills, Skyworks, Tompkins Bank, Turnbull Heating and Air, Tully's, UR Wilmot, Rochester Regional Health, Wright Beverage, Zoom Fitness, Allegheny Farm Services, Arc of Genesee Orleans, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Foot Care Center, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Bright Path Kids, Burger King, Salino Plumbing, Council Rock, Wealth Advisory Group, Eagle Star Housing, Easttown Beverage, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Farrell Gas, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxick, Geico, Genesee County Chamber, Glow Regional Waste, Go Health, Graham Corporation, Healthy Families Wyoming, and the Genesee Partnership, Horizon Health Services, HP Hood, ICAC, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Land Pro, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Empower Agency, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Myers RV, Mogaveros Automotive, the National Guard, New York State School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oatka Milk Products, Overheard Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, Perry Veterinary Clinic, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, TVFCU, and the United States Gypsum Company. Got them all in just to beat the buzzer as Cole Taylor digs in here to open up the bottom of inning number 3. Taylor got a chance to hit as he started in the Muckdogs' last out-of-league game versus the Diesel back on the 15th of June. Has 1 AB on the season. Recorded a flyout. Now playing third base, he grounds the first pitch to Klementowski. He flips to first in time for out number 1. In comes Blake Ewing. Ewing has played a fair amount of time at first base this season. Today, in left field, this is his first time in his 12th game playing anywhere on the field aside from first base. He's done a great job of getting on base as he lines the first pitch he sees into left field for a base hit. It's the first base runner, the first hit of the day for the Muckdogs off the bat of the lefty Ewing. As Cameron Koppel now will dig in. Koppel started versus Jamestown back on the 23rd. Recorded a base hit in the Muckdogs win. He went 1 for 4 that day. First pitch to him here is up and inside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on its way. That one. Fly ball into shallow left center field, charging in. That one's going to dunk in. Blake Ewing advances to second. Thought maybe they tried to pick that one up and fire it into second to try for the force out, but no. Lands safely. Ewing advances safely, and it's the second hit of the day for the Muckdogs. Back-to-back base knocks have runners on first and second for the 10th man, Riley Culver. Culver making his first ever appearance for the Muckdogs in this one. He swings at the first pitch, pops it foul, third base side. Orlovitz chases over, but that one lands out of play for strike 1. Culver awaits the 0-1. That one misses low to even the count at ones. A reminder that this is a 7-inning contest. So the third inning, if we're doing some math here, really, more like the 5th. So it's like we're in the bottom of the 5th inning in a 0-0 tie. It's the 1-1. It's grounded out to third. Orlovitz can't field it cleanly. He'll tag Ewing, but he tagged him with the glove, had the ball in his hand, so it does not count as an out. Everybody's safe. The bases are loaded now as Blake Ewing advances to third. Bases juiced, 1 out, as the lineup flips over for Sean Mindas. Mindas gave one a ride out to right center field his first time up. His return to the lineup after 18 days out of action. First pitch is outside for ball 1. After Mindas, it's Kanta Ueno waiting in the wings. Mindas has 9 ribbies to his name, and that was in very limited action. It felt like every day he was putting up an RBI or 2. That one paints the outside corner for strike 1. Clementowski did not give up a base runner for the first 2 innings. Finds himself in a jam. Ewing almost made the dash for home, but didn't get far enough away from Falgren. He fell on the ball. Mindas ahead in the count 2-1. Nowhere to put the designated hitter. Line drive down the left field line. That is fair. One hops off the wall. Mindas smokes it. He's into second with the double. It's a 2 RBI, 2-bagger for the DH. In his return to the lineup, he gives the Muckdogs the first lead of the ball game. They're up 2-0. Love the swings that we've seen from him so far. Got a pitch he liked, and he drilled it. There was no doubt that that was going to be extra bases off the bat. The only question was how many runs we're going to score. It ends up being 2 as Riley Culver put the brakes on at third base. The Muckdogs, they'll certainly take it, though, as in a game that has been dominated by the pitchers so far, the Dogs have answered as a new pitcher will come into the game. Wow, that new man warms up on the mound. Will step away for a brief moment.
Hey, I bet you're a good catcher of donuts in your mouth.
Hey! Don't chop at it. It's not a sword.
You're not a sword.
Come on.
Strike 2.
Oh, that's ugly, man.
Strike out, video boy.
Come on now. Strike 3.
I caught it. You're out.
But I ticked it. It hit the bat.
You're still out.
You're still fat.
The new man on the mound is the 6'5" sidewinding left-hander, Jonathan Mazura. Missouri on the season, has not pitched yet. Also did not play as a freshman at East Stroudsburg University. From Milltown, New Jersey, comes in trying to hold the deficit at 2 runs. The easiest task with 2 men in scoring position. The Saltcats have the infielders back. Orlovitz is even with the bag at third, holding Culver honest. The first pitch to Ueno is inside for ball 1. The 1-0 now on its way. Checks his swing. Bounces around that back foot, but it did not hit the second baseman as he goes ahead in the count 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Misses in the same spot, so 3 straight breakers down in that area. And Ueno ahead in the count 3-0. I don't imagine he gets the green light here, all things considered. A new guy coming into the game, still trying to find the strike zone. Then again, you never know. There is a strike. That one grounded out to shortstop, fielded cleanly. The throw to first is offline, and it gets by the first baseman, Gonzalez Perez. So 2-run score. Let's see the ruling. I imagine that'll be an E6. It is indeed an E6. 2-run score, Ueno winds up at second base with the errant throw, and the Muckdogs wind up with a 4-0 lead after the play. Still threatening for more in this 3rd inning. James Bolton hoping for better fortune here. Struck out back in the 1st inning. That one misses up high for ball 1. I'm going to say something that I believe will happen at some point today. James Bolton is going to make a nice scoop at first base. A guy with a terrific work ethic, striving to one day become a sheriff. He's been putting in that extra time at first base. I think he's going to make a play that shows he is comfortable over there. As the 1-1 breaking ball misses, down and inside. On deck is Khalid Cox, still looking for that hit as the Tully's hitman of the game. As the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Nice heater to even the count at 2s. Two misses outside to run the count full. Ueno started to break for second, then went back. The pitch was outside. So it's a walk for James Bolton, the Muckdogs, keeping the pressure on here in the bottom of inning number 3. As Khalid Cox, the hitting coach, has an opportunity. Got an opportunity to drive in a run here. A brief hesitation as he looked into the dugout before coming out to the mound. Not 100% sure what it was. Caleb Walker is recording him as he comes to the plate. And now he runs away to go back into the dugout, not trying to disrupt the game. First pitch to Cox is outside for ball 1. You know, this is a tough draw. Lefty-lefty, a sidewinder standing at the height of Missouri. Grounds that one to second base. That's a slow roller. It's going to be a tough play. Flip to second for one. They get the out there. So 1 out is made. It's a 4-6 fielder's choice. Ueno advances to third. Cox reaches, and runners are on the corners now with 2 away for Jacob Vesco. First pitch popped up. Right side. 3 guys charging in, but it's going to dunk in for a base hit. A run scores. It's an RBI single for Vesco. Cox goes from first to third, and the Muckdogs have put up a 5 spot here in the bottom of inning number 3. Luke Dodonna, the 10th man to come to the plate this inning. Cole Taylor led off. He is in the on-deck circle. The Muckdogs just have brought that momentum from their win over Auburn, the win the day before from Jamestown, into this one. As that's a ground ball to shortstop. Throw to first from Giblin is in time for out number 3, but not before the Muckdogs strike for 5 runs on 4 hits, highlighted by a 2-run double from Sean Mindos and a ribby single from Jacob Vesco. We head now to inning number 4. It's 5-0 Batavia.
My dude Josh Petrosky, 716 Hurt, best team around. Great day to have a great day. I've heard you're the biggest troll on the team, so I got to get you. Oh, these guys are called the Muckdogs too? That's sick. What's up, what's up? How you doing today? Living the dream. You have 1 arm to throw with. He's got 2. This is going to be so fun to watch. I'm excited. Probably a little easier when the batter's in the box and not behind a fence. Yeah, the only thing I'm really seeing, like the ones you're leaving out, you're just pulling that glove early and letting that arm get long and draggy out there. You know, I never thought I'd say it'd be a bad day to be an American, but given the context that we're playing the Americans, bad day to be an American. I got to learn how to handle you. That's why, like, a big thing is letting you do you, because I've never had a switch pitcher. So, oh, now he's going to do it with his other arm. What a talented specimen of a human. Ooh, saucy. Love that. Slide step, fuzz piece at the knees. Banana bread at work, dude. Attack, no walks, make them hit. Yeah. No one's stringing together hits against us yet, so until they do that, let's fill it up. Yeah. Pass the IDAR test, that's for sure.
From the right side?
From both sides. There's one thing Skip does, it's always have a good watch and always have clean shoes. 315, yeah, I knew that off the top of my head. Yeah, easy. I'm definitely under a squat rack at least twice a week. Hollingsworth's never seen a cornfield. You know my high school had to bring your tractor to school day? Oh, he has ate it. Aaron Judge. Oh, Jacob Vesco, not Aaron Judge. There's a cow on my mound right now. There you go. Finish him. Oh, send him down. Send him down.
New pitcher on the mound here for inning number 4. It's the right-hander, Samuel Gill. Gill pitched in the game versus Buffalo the last time Muckdogs played out a league. Has 1 appearance on the season, recorded 1 out. Back on the bump today. There's no doubt that he's got great stuff. The thing that he's been trying to work out is just pumping in strikes. Gill attends Mercer University. He's from the Bronx. Has a fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup mix. A fastball with some heat, a slider with some break. he's just looking to fire in strikes. He'll face 3, 4, 5 in the Syracuse order, starting with John Gonzalez Perez. The first pitch is up over his head and to the backstop. One 0 on its way. That one popped up right side. Bolton drifting into foul territory, coming in. Now back out into fair territory. He makes the catch. Traveled around for it a little bit, but secured out number 1. So Gill sets down the first man that he sees coming to the plate now. It's Tyler Campbell. Campbell has popped 3 home runs this season. He takes that pitch for a ball. 261 average, a 306 on base, a 370 slug. The 1-0 pitch, heater misses outside. Two balls and no strikes, the count on Campbell. That one up and in. So ahead in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. .3-0 pitch. Ground ball, the shortstop ranging over his Koppel, but it's through. 4 base hits, so Tyler Campbell with a base knock, the second of the day for the Saltcats. And a man is on first with 1 away. I'd like to give a special shout out to Rowan and everyone who's tuned into the stream. We thank you all for spending your Thursday evening watching some Muckdog baseball. They've rewarded the fans tuning in with a 5-run bottom of the third. Runner goes. That one. Fly ball down the right field line, but it lands foul. Off the bat of Mayhew. No balls and a strike the count. That breaking ball misses low. Culver gets in front of it. So the count is even at 1s. With Campbell over at first base. Runner goes. The pitch. Throw down is not in time. Picked a good pitch to run on as it was a breaking ball from Gill. In time. I think if that was a fastball, it was a pretty close play. Mayhew made it in with relative ease, but on a heater, I think maybe could have been thrown out as it was a good throw by Riley Culver. So a man now in scoring position. A 1-2 count on the right fielder Mayhew. That one gets away. So advancing to third is Campbell. As the Saltcats are threatening for their first run of the contest. The Muckdog infield, up by 5 runs, will play back, and understandably so. They'll trade and out for a run. So that heater misses outside, and the count is full on Mayhew. I think the only time in the 4th inning, even in a 7-inning game, where you play the infield in a situation like this, as if it's a 1-run game, 2-run game. So that breaking ball gets away, coming for home and scoring is Campbell. So he gets a base hit, steals second, advances to third, and then home. Takes a trip around the bases and puts the Salt Cats on the board. Orlovitz comes to the plate. He drew a walk his last time up, maintained his 1,000 on-base percentage on the season. Runner goes for second. The first pitch, the throw down, is not in time. Koppel, hustling over, was there to back up and prevent Mayhew from advancing to third. But the Salt Cats running wild here in inning number 4. They've got another man in scoring position. For Mayhew, that's his 7th stolen base on the season. That is 3rd on the team. As that one hits Orlovitz, he reaches base safely for the 2nd time today. And 2 runners are on with a 1 away here in inning number 4. As I'll say the acting pitching coach, Gavin Chandler, will come out and speak with Gill. A surprise to note today, the Red Wings beat the Doubledays today 4-0. A major surprise in what was a 4-inning game. Not entirely sure why they only played 4. Have to imagine it's weather related. But the Red Wings, who have spent much of the season in last place, just recently dug themselves into 7th in the West Division, beat the first place Doubledays. The Muckdogs play Auburn tomorrow. The first pitch to Jackson Grant was a strike, as is the second. Pulls the string and goes ahead 0-2. Grant grounded into a 1-6-3 double play to end the second, his last time up. Here it comes on the 0-2. Both runners go. The throw is not made to either base, so it's a double steal. The Salt Cats being real aggressive on the bases here in the 4th inning with some success as the 1-2 is fouled back. Here comes the 1-2. Up high to even the count. So with the Doubledays loss, the count runs full now on Grant. The Niagara Falls Americans, with a 5-game win streak, have taken first place. They're still tied by games back, but they have the highest win percentage in the West Division. Focusing back here, the 3-2 pitch on its way. Up high, ball 4. Jackson Grant draws a walk, and the bases are loaded as Matt Gagno comes to the plate as the tying run. Gagno, his last time up was back in the third. Had the first hit of the day for either side, a single to open up the inning. There, he takes a breaking ball in the outside corner for strike one. No balls and a strike is the count. Gill fires. That one misses high. That one also up high. 2 balls and a strike, the count. The 2-1 now on its way. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch right there from Gill. Gets him to chase after it again. Back-to-back nice sliders from Gill. And why not keep going to it if he's not showing the adjustment? So 2 outs. 1 out away from escaping further damage. He'd certainly take only 1 run considering the situation. As Iman Giblin will come to the plate. Giblin struck out last inning in his first trip to the dish. First pitch fastball, fouled away, first base side out of play. That one just misses. Some people here at Dwyer Stadium not too thrilled with that call, but ruled outside, maybe a touch high. And the count is even at 1s on the shortstop Giblin. That one also just misses. Nowhere to put Iman Giblin. On deck, it's the catcher, Gavin Falgren. There's a strike. Gill 1 pitch away from getting out of this 4th inning. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Gill allows 1 run. The bases come loaded, but he bears down, gets back-to-back Ks to escape further damage. We've played 3.5 innings. In the 7-inning ball game, we're halfway through. The Muckdogs lead 5-1. The bottom of inning number 4 will be led off by Cole Taylor. Taylor led off the third, so back-to-back innings where he opens up the frame. Jonathan Missoura is still on the mound. Taylor did not face him. He went up against the starter, Klementowski. First pitch is a ball, so Taylor ahead early. It'll be Cole Taylor, Blake Ewing, and Cameron Koppel. There's a strike. Two balls and a strike. Now on today's third baseman. He swings and fouls that one away down the first base side and out of play. Two. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Missoura fell behind 2-0, but bounced back to sit down Taylor for out number 1. As Blake Ewing will now come up. He smoked a single to left field last inning. That was the first hit of the day for the Muckdogs. And it ignited the 5-run inning as Koppel came up, hit a single right after him. An E5 allowed Riley Culver to reach, and then a 2-run double from Sean Mindos in his return set the tone and put the Muckdogs on the scoreboard as the first pitch is fouled away down the third base line. The 0-1 inside. Swing and a miss. The breaking ball puts him ahead, 1-2. Beautiful front door breaker. Freezes Ewing. It's the second straight K for Missoura. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of inning number 4 as Cameron Koppel will come to the plate. Koppel had a single his last time up. A blooper that just dropped in between the center fielder Campbell and the shortstop Giblin. The first pitch misses for ball 1. Coming into the game, these were the numbers on the season for Koppel. This is his 6th game. He's also done a great job on the mound. He's come in and just been a guy that there's a lot to like. He swings and misses. Good stuff. Fun delivery to watch. Aesthetically pleasing, I'd say. The 2-1. That breaking ball is looped out to right. There's a base hit. It's the second of the day for Cameron Koppel, and it brings up Riley Culver with 2 away. He stayed on the breaking ball. Didn't hit it too hard. Didn't get all of the ball, but hey. Got the right amount of loft on it. Stayed within himself. And now he's 2 for 2. Riley Culver reached on an E5 last time he came up. This time he takes strike 1. The 0-1 pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-1 misses outside. 2 balls and a strike, the count. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. The count is even at 2s. Two inside. It runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Koppel will be off on the pitch. Culver with that open stance, looking for his first knock of the day. The 3-2. A swing and a miss. He gets him on the breaking ball, sets him down. So a 3K inning for Missouri in the 4th. In the 7-inning ball game, just 3 frames left to play, with the Muckdogs ahead 5-1. Our incredible sponsors make Batavia Muckdog Baseball possible. I'd like to give a special shout out to some of the sponsors which fuel your Muckdogs. A huge thank you to Batavia Downs, Brighton Security, Bully Hill, Casella Waste, Eli Fish Brewing, Genesee Community College, Genesee Lumber, Skyworks, Tompkins Bank, Turnbull Heating and Air, UR Wilmot, Rochester Regional Health, Wright Beverage, Geico, Graham Corporation, HP Hood, Liberty Pumps, and Oautka Milk Products. Thank you all for your support of the Batavia Muckdogs. It'll be 10-1-2 in the Saltcat order as Gavin Falgren comes to the plate. It's a new man on the mound, making his season debut, a familiar face. It's Reed Markham. Markham returning for his 2nd season with the Batavia Muckdogs. Has not come into a game, of course, as I mentioned. Last season had a 4.5 ERA over 18 innings. Markham at 6 foot and 195 pounds. Hails from London, Kentucky. He attends Lindsey Wilson College. First pitch popped up, foul. Out of play for strike 1. Interesting note on Markham. In 2021, he was the 2nd-ranked catcher in the state of Kentucky. The 0-1 breaker misses outside. The 1-1 is cut on and foul tipped. Markham, ahead of the first batter he faces, a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Nasty pitch gets Falgren to bite. The out is secured at first base as there. There's one up and one down. Nice stuff from Reed Markham. Isaac Brozon looking for his first knock of the day. He's got a ground out and a pop out. Not a whole lot of hits to go around for the Salt Cats. They've just got 2. 1 run on 2 hits here today. So the first pitch misses. The lights beginning to come on here on this overcast Thursday evening. That one grounded outside of third, foul. There's a breaking ball that misses outside. Brozon ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Two one. Fouled off again. Swing and a miss. Whew. A nasty pitch there. And the stuff, you can see it out of the hand for yourself, but what shows just how effective Reed Markham has been today is the swing that you just saw from Brozon. I mean, that's about as awkward of a hack as you'll see. Really kind of chopped at that one for out number 2. As Danny Rogers comes to the plate and takes the first pitch outside. Markham has struck out the first 2 batters he's faced. Gill has struck out the last 2 that he faced. So against 2 different pitchers, 4 straight Salt Cats have been retired via the K. 1-0 breaking ball drops in. That was a thing of beauty to even the count. That one misses inside. The 2-1 is up and outside. On deck is the first baseman, John Gonzalez Perez. Here comes the 3-1. Inside with the breaking ball. So Rogers draws a 2-out walk, keeps the inning alive for Gonzalez Perez. He's popped out to third base and first base his first 2 times up today. So trying to buck the trend here, hit one with some more authority in the air, or get on any way that he can. The runner goes, the throw down is not made. The pitch was inside for ball 1. Rogers walked and stole second back in the first inning. The 1-0 misses outside. So 2 balls and no strikes on the first baseman. On deck is the cleanup hitter in Tyler Campbell. There's a strike on the slider. Paints the outside corner. The 2-1 runner goes for third, but then pulls back. Then it hits off of the glove of Culver. So Rogers eventually gets to third. A little bit of a merry-go-round on the bases, but merry-go-round, not the right word. Not sure what exactly the word I'm looking for is, but an adventure on the base paths, but ends up advancing 90 feet because it hits off the glove, I don't believe. Rogers will be credited with a stolen bag. So here comes the 3-1 pitch. That one misses outside. So back-to-back 2-out walks for the Salt Cats, and runners are on the corners. Gavin Chandler again will come out and chat with the right-hander Markham. The conference on the mound over. Tyler Campbell to the dish. In this situation, down by 4 runs, only 7 outs to work with. You got to think the Salt Cats feel like they need to scratch at least 1 run across. Sure, there are 2 outs, but how many opportunities are you guaranteed at this point in the game? Also possible, you might see a take sign. As no, Campbell swings and misses through that one. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball just misses. Maybe a touch inside. Campbell goes ahead. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1. Outside. 3 balls and a strike. On deck is Mayhew. That one, hot shot, just foul. Danny Rogers had to dance a little bit to avoid that ball drilling him. Wouldn't matter because he's in foul territory. The count is full, so Gonzalez-Perez will be off on the pitch. Markham looking to dial in, not avoid, and avoid 3-2. Called strike 3. A beautiful breaking ball from Markham to get out of the inning. Walks 2 batters, but strikes out 3, leaves 2 runners stranded. And after 4.5 innings of play here in the 7-inning ballgame, the Muckdogs lead 5-1.
Who would you not let you date your daughter? On this team, none of them.
Walker Gleishaw, Irwin's Branch, Sam Gill. We'll go with Blake. Gotta be Blake. I'm not letting Blake date my daughter.
Yo, I forgot about Blake.
Definitely Blake. Love you, Blake. Can't date my daughter.
Sam Gill.
Irwin's Branch date my daughter. Reed Markham absolutely can never date my daughter, ever.
Cooper Roman, just because he's Coop.
I wouldn't let Walker Gleishaw date my daughter. Brian Fry.
Branch, for sure. At Bama, Gary Beaver.
Oh, Sliz. That's not even a question.
This is an easy one for me. I've got to go with Sliz.
Nobody, because she's 3, but also Jacobetska. Okay. Probably, I'm not letting Woodley anywhere near my daughter either. Travis, he can't date my daughter either. Garrett Beaver. That's all I gotta say?
Walker Glashaw, Van Meter, Gavin Chandler.
I gotta go with Sliz.
I wouldn't. You see this group? None of you was dating my daughter.
I'm in there.
Nah, you gotta say one. Especially not you. You would let me do it. I only get one person?
Yeah, you only get one person.
If there's only one person, Sliz, I'm sorry.
You guys
Erwin
don't know
Branch.
why.
I wouldn't let Erwin.
You forgot how many nights.
Branch is not coming within 100 miles of my daughter.
I'm doing Sliz, dude. I just I can't open my door and I just.
A new pitcher is into the game here for the bottom of inning number 5. It's Matt Gagno. Gagno is in the Salt Cat lineup. Was the designated hitter. Went 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. He'll still be in the lineup. Now just serving as the pitcher. The first man he'll face is Sean Mindas as he'll go down against 1, 2, 3 in the Muckdog order. So Mindas, Ueno, and Bolton here in the bottom of inning number 5. First pitch just misses high. That one misses high and outside to put Mindas ahead. 2 balls and no strikes. Mindas had his nice welcome back moment to the lineup 2 innings ago when he smoked a double, 1 hop off the wall and left, and put the Muckdogs on the scoreboard. Here, he's ahead 3 balls and no strikes in the count. There's a strike. Misses up high. So Sean Mindas draws a leadoff walk. Kanta Ueno is 0 for 2 today, but reached on an E6 last time up. And that's been a common trend, is that Ueno may not be getting credit for hits, but with his speed and his ability to make contact, he reaches and forces errors more than just about anybody. The 1-0. Fly ball into center field, taking a few steps to his right. Campbell is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. James Bolton is out of the game. His day's done after 2 plate appearances. It'll be Oscar Carreras. Carreras grounds that one outside of third. Foul. Carreras making his 2nd appearance of the season. Omar Carreras. 0 for 2 on the young season. He joined the squad just about a week ago. Started versus Jamestown. They'll throw behind Mindas at first, and they'll get him. A strong throw by Falgren. He cuts down Mindas, and there are 2 outs now with nobody on base. The pitch to Carreras was ruled a ball. One breaking ball. That was a thing of beauty. Drops in. A ball and 2 strike. Suddenly, Gagno is just 1 pitch away from getting out of this bottom of the 5th inning. Breaking ball, that one just misses. The count, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Carreras. Hot shot up the middle. There's a base hit for Omar Carreras. It's his first hit as a Muck Dog. And a man is on first base now with 2 away for the hitting coach, Khalid Cox. That was a good piece of hitting right there. Got the barrel on it and smoked that thing right back up the middle. That swing, a thing of beauty. Pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. The 0-1 misses outside, so the count even on Cox. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball there from Gagno. The home dugout was booing Khalid Cox as he stepped out into the batter's box, maybe expecting more. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded the ball to second base twice. The 1-2 just misses outside. That one gets by Falgren. Hits off the net. Carreras advances to second with ease as the count runs full on Khalid Cox. Three-two. High pop left side. Orlovitz in foul territory is over, under, and makes the catch for the 3rd out. So in what very well could be his last chance, Cox unable to provide a hit as the Tully's hit man. A man left on second base, no runs on 1 hit. And after 5 innings of play this evening, the Muck Dogs lead 5-1.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
a new pitcher on for the Muckdogs here is another familiar face for you fans who've been around for a little while. It's Trevor Sherwood, not Jaden, older brother Trevor. The Batavia Ties run deep. The Sheriff on the mound for an appearance. The left-hander will face 5, 6, and 7 in the Salt Cat order. And that one misses inside for ball 1. Jaden Sherwood pitched a few days ago, was incredible through 6 innings versus the Tarp Skunks back on the 23rd. Maybe some fun brotherly competition. It is, again, Trevor Sherwood on the mound here for the 6th inning. 2-0. Goes to a cutter. Mayhew early fouls it away outside of third base. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He drew a walk and then stole second and third in the 4th inning. There's a strike. Went to the backdoor cutter. You can see the movement on those pitches. That was a thing of beauty. Two on its way. Maybe didn't quite have a good grip on that one. It went behind Mayhew to run the count full. Three-two pitch. Slow roller to third. Fielded cleanly. The throw from Taylor is not in time, and it gets by Ewing as it bounced in the dirt. Mayhew will advance to second base on the E5, so the first man on here in inning number 6. As Lukas Orlovitz 0 for 0 through his 2 plate appearances, a walk and a hit by pitch to his name. That one misses inside for ball 1. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside. No throw is made. So advancing to third, his 3rd stolen bag of the day for Mayhew. 2-0 pitch, popped up in foul territory. Sherwood calling, makes the catch. The pitcher doing it himself, got off the mound in foul ground. Secures out number 1. Now a left-on-left matchup. And with everything tailing away from a lefty, I'd have to imagine this is not the easiest draw for Jackson Grant. First pitch breaking ball almost hits him, but he shuffles out of the way. The 1-0. It goes to the backstop. They say it doesn't hit him, so Mayhew will come home and score. A little bit of confusion. They were unsure if that was ruled a hit by pitch or a wild pitch. Up here, I thought that got a piece of Grant, but nonetheless, that's not what was ruled. So a run scores. It's now a 5-2 ball game here in the 6th. The bases are empty. That one misses well outside. So the count now 3 balls, no strikes on Jackson Grant. Outside for ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Grant. And now a man on first with one away. Matt Gagno was the DH, now the man on the mound. He's had a decent day at the plate, 1 for 2, with just 3 hits on the day for the Salt Cats. That stands out amongst the rest. He'll look to do some damage and get Syracuse just that much closer to making this a ball game. First pitch breaking ball, loops back and paints the outside corner for strike 1. Oh, 1 way outside, hits off the glove of Culver. Advancing to second is Grant. The count 1-1. As that one, for those of you wondering, it was ruled a ball. The 1-1. That breaking ball just misses. I got to give credit where credit is due. Sherwood, you know, the pitchers have a ton of movement. Of course, trying to find that command, but it looks good as that cutter. Another nice pitch. The count is even at 2-2. Two on its way. Ground ball up the middle. Koppel is there. The throw to first is in time. What a play up the middle by Cameron Koppel. Not a guy who plays a whole lot of shortstop. Sure didn't seem like it right there. He ranged a long way on the run. His momentum taking him into center field. Delivered an accurate strike to Blake Ewing for out number 2. So Gagno is retired. Eamon Giblin takes that one for ball 1. That one gets behind him. Coming for home and scoring is Jackson Grant. So now a 5-3 game. And how about that? 3 runs scored on 3 wild pitches. 2-0. Tapped. Not one foul. 2 runs and wild pitches, but all the runs on the game have come thanks to the Salt Cats' aggressiveness. They've been taking advantage. 2-1. Broken bat on the cutter. Taylor fields, but it hits off of his glove. And Giblin will reach as a 2-out base runner. That is where the cutter worked exactly how you draw it up. You saw Mariano Rivera do it for 20 years from the right side. Emmanuel Clase, a guy with a nasty cutter. It just finds the inside part of your bat. When a cutter is on, when a guy who throws a nasty cutter is at his best, usually he's creating a lot of firewood. You saw it right there. Taylor just unable to complete the play at the other end. As the man is on first, the count, a ball and a strike. That breaking ball misses well up and outside. Sherwood checks over on Giblin at first base before coming home with the 2-1 pitch. There, that one lined into center field for a base hit. Cox will flip it in, but the first knock of the inning, and now 2 runners are on with 2 away here in inning number 6. The tying run now is on first base. Isaac Brozon comes to the plate as Grant Bickham comes out to the mound, acting as the manager today. That'll be it for him. A new pitcher on. That's it for Sherwood. He goes 2/3 of an inning, allows 2 runs, both of them. No, one of them unearned. 1 earned, 1 unearned. We'll step away. Wow. The new pitcher prepares to come in. New pitcher on the mound, not a member of the Muckdogs. First pitch is a strike. I believe we're still waiting on word, as not a ton of preparation and preparation's not the right word. Not a ton of It is Brody Fry. Fry has come in and delivered 2 straight breaking balls. You know, in these exhibition games, the Muckdogs want to save their arms, so they've reached out to the area to try to find guys to come in. So, of course, not on the roster, so just take a moment to find with certainty who the new man on the mound was. But Brody Fry gets a swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball for strike 3. Culver will throw down to first for good measure. But Brozon was not attempting to run down. The Saltcats strike for 2 runs. They trail by 2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Matt Gagno is still on the bump as we head to the bottom of inning number 6. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the Muckdog order. And if things go to the plan, what Batavia hopes is that this is the last time they come to the plate, as again, today is a 7-inning ball game. Vesco is 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a flyout. First pitch from Gagno just misses. The designated hitter turned pitcher is on for a 2nd inning of work. There's a ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly by Orlovitz. The throw across the diamond is in time for out number 1. Luke Dodonna, the extra hitter, looking for his first hit of the ball game. Has a pop out and a ground out today. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Another breaking ball. That one drops in for a strike. Some nice feel out there of his off-speed pitches. Gagno can throw him out of the zone to induce whiffs, but early in the counts has been flipping him in the strike zone with success. As there, he throws one out of the zone. Dodonna, though, flies it into left field. Making the catch is Rogers for out number 2. That one pretty low. Impressive that Dodonna was able to scoop it out and put it in the air, but too high up. A man right there. So now Cole Taylor will try to get on with 2 outs and nobody aboard. First pitch misses. The 1-0. Line drive, base hit. Nice swing from the pitcher playing third, Cole Taylor. Taylor does have some experience hitting. He hits a little bit at Columbia State, where he plays ball. Shows it right there with a nice swing. He's 1 for 3 now on the day as Blake Ewing will come to the plate. First pitch is low. The 1-0 misses low again. Now Ewing ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. They'll check in. Back in time is Taylor. Again, similar location. Ewing staying patient, ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. On deck is Cameron Koppel, who's got a pair of hits to his name already. Again, they'll throw over, check in on Taylor. It was an overcast day, but if you look out in center field, a beautiful sunset has taken over the sky here at Dwyer Stadium on this nice summer evening. Ewing takes ball 4 up high, so it's a 4-pitch walk and back-to-back 2-out base runners as Cameron Koppel now comes to the plate. First pitch to Koppel. Fly ball left center field. Going over is Rogers. He makes the catch to retire the side. So the Muckdogs get a pair of 2-out base runners. Do not bring them home, though. And we're headed now to potentially the last half inning of play here this evening in this 7-inning ball game. The Muckdogs lead 5-3. Top 7 up next. Let's take a look again at the Muckdogs' upcoming schedule. Tomorrow, they're on the road in a big clash versus Auburn, who, with today's loss versus Geneva, fell out of first place. Then, on Saturday, they're back home. Muckdogs take on the Elmira Pioneers on free T-shirt night. I can continue running a poll for anyone who wants convincing. You could use a free T-shirt, and let me tell you, tickets starting as low as $9. It's hard to find a T-shirt, especially a nice Muckdog T-shirt. Hard to find one for $9 or less, so you're getting 2 for the price of 1, 2 for the price of fun, because you'll have fun watching the Muckdogs take on the heated rival Elmira Pioneers as the two teams, again, separated by just a half game in the standings. Then the squad goes up north for a doubleheader in St. Catharines against the Niagara Ironbacks on Sunday before coming back home and playing the Buffalo Diesel in another out-of-league game for Canadian Dollar Night on July 1st. Some fun games in store. For tickets, call 585-524-2260. Brody Fry is still on. He'll try to secure a 4-out save here in this one. First pitch is strike 1. A pinch hitter's into the game. It's Joe Wyke. Wyke is in for Rogers. Hits that one foul outside of third, and Fry ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. As he shatters his bat, he'll need to go into the dugout and grab a new one. A ball and 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Check down at first. They say he did not, so Wyke stays alive. The count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive. That one is gonna drop in for a base hit. Wyke is going for 2, and he's gonna make it with a stand-up double to open up the top half of the 7th inning for the Saltcats. Good piece of hitting, just kept it fair down the right field line. John Gonzalez Perez will come to the plate now. He's 0 for 2, 2 pop-outs and a walk to his name. Running for third is Wyke. He'll make it with ease. That is Coach Joe Wyke. So now a double and a stolen base. That one popped up, foul territory. Ewing goes over and makes the catch. Just about a step from the dugout. I thought that one for sure was getting out of play, but Ewing ran over, got under it, made the catch for out number 1, the third pop out of the day for Gonzalez Perez, as Tyler Campbell will come to the plate. First pitch, heater is in there for strike 1. Wyke is dancing over there at third base. Saw him run into the grass. In fair territory, don't usually see that from a guy leading off third. That one chopped into the ground, jumps way up and hits the metal above the netting. Behind the plate, as Campbell falls behind, new balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball. Culver blocked it, initially couldn't find it, but Brody Fry there. Wyke stays put at third. Nice block there by Culver to save a run, as the count now is 1-2. Swing and a miss. A thing of beauty on the curveball for out number 2. The Salt Cats now down to their final out here tonight. The last hope is Mike Mayhew. That one gets away. They're going for home. Wyke, with the head-first dive, will score. So, now just a 1-run game. For the Muckdogs, that run scoring doesn't change a whole lot. Still, just 1 out will secure the victory. That one grounded to shortstop. Koppel fields, throws to first in time to close out the ball game. The Muckdogs secure a 5-4 win over the Syracuse Saltcats. They remain undefeated and out of league play. Today they did it a bit more unconventionally. You saw hitting coach Khalid Cox in the starting lineup. You saw some former Muckdogs, some guys not on the squad in the lineup on the mound. Nonetheless, they pull out a victory. They score 5 runs in the third, and that was all they needed. A nice start by Bryson Berry. The relievers came in, did their job. And the Muckdogs, this one doesn't count to the standings. They remain at 12-7. Let's take a look at those standings. With the update, the Double Days played only 4 innings. Geneva was handed a victory, so they dropped to 12-6. So the Americans, 12-6 in first place. The Double Days, 12-6-1 in second. The Muckdogs right there in third place. And a chance tomorrow for Batavia to jump Auburn in the standings. That one kicks off at 6:30 p.m. right here on the Batavia Muckdog Baseball channel, your home for Muckdog Ball. I thank you all for tuning in here this evening. I've been Nikita Lohman, taking you through this 7-inning out of league contest. Thank you, and I wish you all a great rest